Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie. I am the creative director of Thydee Fashion. Yeah, please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, ensure you do, and also don't forget to like, share the videos. This is very important to me. Thank you so much. If you're new on this channel, you're welcome. This is the right place for you. Okay, so in this video I will be discussing some of the issues that could be encountered while drafting your pattern as regards the armhole. Drafting the pattern with a perfect armhole. This is all what this video is all about. There are two categories of people who are into ready to wear. People or designers that care about their pattern. They draft their pattern by themselves. I'm not talking to people who outsource, okay, the patterns to people. No, I'm talking to people who do their patterns by themselves before handing it over to whoever is going to make the outfit for them. Okay, now if you're interested in this video, then let's get started. All right, this is my basic bodice pattern. I haven't completed it. I have not inserted my measurement, but I need to, pause here so that I can explain some of the things that you should do when you are drafting a pattern for a ready to wear. All right, ready to wear, okay, or maybe for yourself. Anyhow, so this pattern is for a size 16. This is a size 16. Okay, now I'm going to be explaining what I did before I go on. This, from this point to this point, is my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is divided by 2. Now I use 15 here, and dividing it by 2 is going to give me 7.5. So this is 7.5. This is 7.5. Now for my armhole, for my slope, I mean from this guideline, now here from the edge of the paper down, I measured half an inch. If you have been following me, you will know that before I even start drafting, the very first thing I do is to insert half-inch measurement. Oh, okay, that would serve as my guideline. This is very important on your pattern paper. That is the first thing you should do. Now from the guideline, this guideline also is representing your shoulder line. Okay, now from here, this very guideline downward, this is the front pattern. Okay, this is the front pattern. So from here to here, I measured 1.5 inches. Okay, and from this is the back pattern. From the guideline down, I measured 1 inch. I got a question from someone asking me the reason I inserted 1.5 inches here instead of 1.5 inches. Okay, most of the times when you wear a dress or a top, you will notice that there is a bulge around the front armhole. Okay, so this actually eliminates whatever bulge that could arise from, okay, this side, the armhole side. So it's just to like avoid it. Okay, it might not be completely, but at least it will reduce it. It will reduce it. You will notice that there is a smooth transition from the shoulder down to the underarm seam. Can you see that? So this is what does that. It helps you reduce the bulge that could come out of here, or that could, appear after you might have finished making your outfits. Okay, so this is 1.5 inches and this is 1 inch. And what I do tell people or designers now is that ensure that the armhole here by the time you place your tape round, maybe after you might have drawn your curve, and you place your tape measure and you take the measurement, your measurement here around your armhole curve must be the same with the measurement on the back or less. If your armhole curve measurement on the front is less, okay, lesser than the one you have on the back pattern, beautiful, perfect, good. Don't be afraid, you are still doing the right thing. Okay, the issue that you could have, okay, around here is if your measurement here is more than the one you have here. I hope that is clear. So you have to be very, very, careful. By the time you finish drawing your curve, make sure you check the measurement. It is either the measurement is lesser, here is lesser than here, or equal. Okay, now if you discover that this space is more than the back, if it is about half an inch more or greater than the back, please do everything you can, and I'll be showing you what you can do if you discover it's like that. Okay, of course we are not perfect, so there could be a mistake somewhere that you couldn't discover on time, but there is a way out of that. All right, now let's go on. From this center front, this is my center front, inward I measured 3 inches. Now the standard neck measurement, it's about 3 inches. This 3 by 3 is just a standard. You can alter it anytime or depending on the design you are making. So and from this 3 inches mark, then I connected to this 1.5 inches mark. Now from this guideline down to here, this point is my chest line. How did I get my chest line? I got my chest line, the depth, my armhole depth. This is my armhole depth line. I got it by dividing my round bust measurement by 6 and added 2.5 inches to it. If it's 2.5 inches that you added, it has to start from the guideline down. Okay, from here to here is my armhole depth. Now there was something I did here. After I calculated my round bust measurement divided by 6 plus 2.5 inches, I got about 9.25, altogether 9.25. And you know what I did? I didn't even use 9.25. I used 9 inches. Now 9 inches works for almost everyone. You're surprised, right? Yes, almost everyone. You have to be careful anyway. Okay, now this one, I don't know who is going to wear it. I am a plus size. I could wear size 18, I could wear size even 20. And I have used 9 inches for several designs for myself, and it was beautiful, perfect. Now this is size 16, so I'm still on the right track. Okay, so I inserted 9 inches instead of 9.25. That would also help these parts to be very, very smooth after everything has been perfected or done or sewn. Okay, so this is what I inserted, 9 inches. Now I would assume that I inserted 1 inch here by just marking 1 inch from the guideline down. From here I came down by 1 and I just marked faintly this way. Now I will put my tape measurement here. Of course I added 9 inches. If I remove 1 here, it will give me 8 inches. The remaining will give me 8 inches. Can you see? Now half of the 8 inches, just fold your tape this way to get the midpoint of this line, and this is where the midpoint is. Can you see? From the midpoint you come in by 3/4 of an inch or 0.75 inches. Okay, or 2 centimeters. From this point I will be connecting to my 1.5 inches and not here. We are working on the front pattern and not the back pattern now. So look at what I have. So once you connect this way, then you just pause. You pause, you hold on, and you go to your chest line. You know, I said that this from this point to this point is 9 inches, and from here to here is actually 9 inches as well. So after getting this point, of course, from here to here is 9 inches. So that was how I was able to get this line, which is my chest line. Now, I said that you are going to pause after this. Now, you will go to your chest line and insert your round bust measurement divided by 4. For this size, I have 40.5 inches. Now, 40.5 inches, it depends on the fabric you're using. Now, if you're using a fabric that are not stretchy, you can add half an inch as the ease allowance. Okay? Add half an inch, or there are some designs that you can even add 3/4 of an inch as ease. So it actually depends on the fabric that you are using. Now, if it's a knit fabric, what I mean by knit fabric is stretchy fabric. If it's a knit fabric that you're using, beautiful, you can just maintain the 40.5. So I'm just going to maintain 40.5 as my size 16 round bust measurement. Okay, so this is what I have, and I'm going to just divide it by 4. Now let's pause here and go to the back. I told you that the measurement from the guideline down on the back is 1 inch, while here is 1.5 inches. Okay, now we have the back is a bit wide, in fact is wider and longer naturally. So we need to consider this when you're drafting your basic bodice pattern. Okay, so instead of having 1.5 inches here, I decided to, insert 1 inch here. Okay, so that ½ inch would make up for the length that we have naturally, okay, on our back, and also the width that we have. So this will actually make up for that. Okay, from here to here, I measured and got the midpoint, and this is what I have. So all you need to do is just to transfer from here to here, get the measurement, which is 4 inches, and just lift it carefully and insert it here. Okay, so this is what I have. I have from here to here 4 inches, from here to here 4 inches. The two must be equal, be the same. Okay, now here I came in by 3/4 of an inch because of the nature of the front. Okay, so and here because of the nature of our back, I'm going to go in by ½ an inch and not 3/4. Okay, so from this ½ an inch point, I'll connect to the 1 inch here with my ruler. It's taking shape gradually. This video is all about how to get a perfect armhole. Okay, so can you see what it looks like now? So let's move on. I said that after doing this, we are going to pause. So the same thing we are going to do on the back pattern. We are going to pause here and go to the chest line. Now our chest line, this measurement is going to be the same as this measurement. Round bust divided by 4 is going to be here. Of course, I inserted here, and I'm going to do the same thing here. The next step, this is actually very, very important, So what this place is actually a bit confusing because you may not really know what to do or how to curve it to ensure you have a perfect curve around here. I'm placing my ruler on the slanted line, and I'm going to continue to draw this line until I have about 1 inch, and this is going to be broken lines as shown. I'm doing the same thing on the back. Extend the line by at least 1 inch, and here I'm going to be measuring it and dividing by 4 and marking as shown, and doing the same thing on the back as well. But this time around I'm going to be adding 1/4 of an inch. That means it's going to be a bit higher than you have on the front part. So now I'm trying to continue with the line till I'm about to get to the 1 inch mark and connecting to the armhole depth line. And now I'm trying to confirm if I have about 1 inch here. Yes, it's like 1 inch and a 1/4, about to get to the 1 inch. That's where you're going to start curving it. So you start curving until you get to the armhole depth line, and then you connect to the chest line. And when you're connecting to the chest line, ensure that you come in by 1/4 of an inch as shown, and you connect to the rest of the line this way. Can you see now? So I think this is smooth enough for me. So you're going to do the same thing here as well. My 1 inch is somewhere here, and extending, just continue with the 1 inch till you get to the point on the armhole depth line, and you come in also by 1/4 of an inch on the chest line and connect to the rest of the curve line. Okay, so then here you need to blend it with your curve ruler and you are good to go. So just connect it like that to the 1/4 of an inch remaining, where the measurement actually starts from, and this is what you will have. And here you can come down a little if you feel it's too high. So this is actually the line we are going for. So let me just stick in it. We need to compare the measurements. Okay, so let's move on. Take the measurements. I have 9.625. We have 9.875. Front is 1/4 of an inch lesser than the back, which is perfect, and this is what we actually need. All right, so till we see again on this same channel, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.